things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will take the field first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Wants to throw. It's Gardner. His big tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting.
Turns on the Jets. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Bringing it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Alabama's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Keeps it going, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Setting up for the exit point and the top.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Gets it out fast. catch and run for 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Trying to set up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fakes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. They've been playing pitch and catch at it. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree?
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fears the pressure. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Russell. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And this guy just oozing confidence as a signal call. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Yeah, and how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
From the gun, the ground game. Bama's out behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Russell. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. To the air, it's Russell. Going for 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the score.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Caught close to the marker, it's Meadows. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game, and nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man, it's Gardner. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Finds a man in the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The Gamecocks are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Lost to throw again. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Russell. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Taking it the other way. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Smith. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Gets the back moving. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Russell. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Fires it incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll run it from the gun. Just an outstanding performance for this guy behind center. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Smith takes the handoff. There he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackle. Outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Meadows.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on the...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is.
He lets one fly deep. They made the throw and catch, but they couldn't keep. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're working that left side. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.